like a hot mess right now. Look like the baby, you know that baby movie? That baby movie where the baby was trying to, like baby bosses. I look like them right now. Look at my hair. So my hair right now is kind of like, you know, it's still setting. So, you know, I can't really do that right now. I'm trying to go, I'm actually on my way to go and try on some wigs, okay? You know? I'm actually going to go find me a synthetic wig. Anybody who knows me knows, like, Nina getting a synthetic wig, yeah, it's getting there, okay? Look, you know, I'm trying to adult. I'm trying to be better at my money, you know? So I'm like, let me just get some synthetic wigs. And you know what? Go on YouTube and you will find some videos about how you can make synthetic wigs look, okay? So, but anyway, I didn't come to talk to you about that. But, basically, I was talking to God, you know, I'm driving or whatever. Ah, shit, oh my gosh. And I was talking to God, and I was just like, you know, just different things that I've been through, and I started talking about music. And back in the day, I was just telling him, I was like, okay, God, you know, I was like, back in the day when I would listen to secular music or whatever, and I still listen to it sometimes, like but the more that I get deeper in relationship with God, what's on my playlist that I listen to more is gospel music now. That's just, you know, I mean, that's just how it's kind of going in that direction, you know. Anyway, so, you know, back in the day when, you know, I listened to mostly secular music or whatever, you know, the lyrics didn't have a lot of power, you know, like I wasn't really affected that much by the lyrics, but I think gradually as my sins or my, you know, my demons just kind of got worse and worse, the songs and what they meant and what they represented, you know, basically they started to kind of have more effect on me spiritually. And dang, I forgot my jacket. But anyway, so I'm gonna go. It's story time. So I was on my way. This is back when I was like, I was working as a server, and I met this dude at my job, and he was Hispanic or whatever, and you know, me and him ended up, you know, exchanging numbers, you know. And I just he was like a rebound. I had just broken up with my ex, and I was still in love with him, and I was just like, he's not calling me, he's not, you know, doing any of that. So, you know, to kind of get my mind off of him, I was like, shoot, I gotta find somebody, you know. So that's what I did. Ooh, I'm so glad those days are over. But yeah, so we ended up, you know, linking up, and I was on my way to his house, and you already know what it was, okay? Like, it was a booty call. You know, I tried to, while I was going, I was like, I'm trying, you know, sometimes when I would go to, you know, meet up with dudes, or when I would go hang out with dudes, I would try to be like, you know, you're not gonna, you know, have sex with them, you're not gonna do it. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, you know what you're about to do, okay? It's nighttime, these are booty call hours, okay? You know what you're about to do. So this particular time, I knew what I wanted, and I knew I was gonna get some that night or whatever. So I ended up listening to this particular song, and I forgot what the song was called, but it was one of them R&B, you know, put you in the mood type songs. And like I said, back then, secular music didn't really have a lot of effect on me like that, like, you know, like it does now or whatever. And I remember wanting to get in the mood, and it was that transition of, okay, I want whatever this song is talking about, I want to get in that mood right now, you know. And I remember it kind of being a little hard, like not hard, but just kind of, I had a little bit of resistance. Maybe that was the Holy Spirit. I don't know. I really don't know. But I just remember a time where, you know, secular music didn't really have an effect. But it's funny because it's like, the deeper I got into my sin, the deeper that, you know, my demons kind of were taking more, or taking over, I guess. It's just, you know, certain things like my rejection. You know, one of the things that was a constant struggle of mine, and has been a constant struggle since I was little, is rejection. And I really do believe that that's one of the reasons why, I don't know if you guys can see me. I hope you guys can see me. It's like a glare. Oh, God. Okay, can you see me? Okay. But, oh, Lord. Anyway, but, just rejection, you know, and from rejection came, you know, my sexual desires increased. From rejection, the homosexuality desire got stronger, you know, whereas I wasn't entertaining that spirit, but then over time I actually started to entertain it. And, you know, it's like I said, it's just funny how, you know, certain things can be, it's kind of like a concoction. It's like, you know, a little bit of this music and a little bit of, you know, rejection, a little bit of, you know, just stuff that you have issues with can just cause you to, like, go further and further in bondage. And when you don't know who you are, you will succumb to the things that you have been using to to cope with the unresolved issues that you have. And mine was rejection. I didn't deal with it. Instead, I tried to deal with it my way, you know, and my way kind of led me to a lot of hurt and pain, instead of me just, you know, going to God about it and saying, God, here, take this from me, because I can't do this anymore. And it's good because it's a good thing, because, you know, God uses everything to kind of get his children to realize that, hey, you know, you need to come on back, you know, come back to me. And, you know, God used my disobedience and a lot of the issues that I had to show me how much I needed him, you know, how much I really, really needed him, and how much I guess it kind of showed me that, you know, you're not that strong like you think you are. You know, you try to put on a front and you try to make it seem like you're strong and, you know, you're this and you're that. Oh, okay. Like, you know, like you're this or that. And God is like, I'm just going to sit here and wait until she figure it out. And that's what happened. You know, it got to the point where I just could not, my anxiety started to get up. And I never had issues with anxiety. Never had issues with anxiety like that. I always was able to kind of handle lots of pressure, lots of stress. I prided myself on being able to do that. And over time, I just got tired. And I went into a depression. And I started, you know, people who know me, they know Nina don't cry. Okay? I don't do that. Now, God has softened me up, you know, and I cry all the time. And I'm like, oh, you know. But I've learned that crying is good, though. Crying is really good for the body. And a lot of you strong people out there, cry. Don't try to be strong. Don't try to make, you know, quit trying to be like Debo. You ain't that strong. Because life is going to be like Ice Cube. He going to knock you out. Okay? Like, for real. Because that's what happened to me. You know? And I just, began to get into a depression state. And I would cry for no reason. I'm like, why am I crying? What's going on? And it was basically, I could no longer hold the weight anymore. I was trying to hold the weight. Couldn't hold the weight no more. So, that lasted for a certain amount of time. And then finally, certain things happened. Certain relationships, severed. Certain things just kind of just fell off. And but I'm so thankful. Oh gosh, it was so hard, so rough during that time period. But my God, I'm so glad. I'm so grateful for whatever God allowed to happen. I'm so grateful because it got me to where I am now. And I enjoy the fact that I don't have it all together. I enjoy the fact that I'm not strong, but I know somebody who's strong. And I know somebody that has promised me that he will be strong for me and that he will love me, and that he will take care of me. Even when, I'm still trying to hold on to control sometimes. And I, I've learned that, you got to give up, But when you have somebody who is the epitome of love, long suffering, he will suffer with you while you're in your mess. Who is dedicated to showing you that, hey, this is who I am. I am love. And I'm going to show you that. Who else? It's for his namesake. He has to do it because he's made a covenant with himself. He's made a covenant with himself. So that means that he's made a promise to who he is, that I'm going to be love. So that someone can be the constant in their life. So that someone can say, so that someone can be able to say, I know that there is something that's greater than me that has, if it wasn't for this, for this great Father, where would I be? Because it wasn't my mama, wasn't my daddy, it wasn't my friends, it was God. And that is what it's all about, for his glory. But he's so deserving of the glory. So, just wanted to, let y'all know some things, But if I could say anything, man, all those strong people out there, and not only that, be careful what you think you can kind of do on your own. And I guess I kind of started off talking about secular music, but it kind of ended up with talking about trying to be strong. So maybe that's what God wanted me to talk about, But anywho, if this video helped at all, then I hope it helps somebody. So y'all have a good day. I got errands to run, wigs to try on. See y'all later.